James, your thoughts on that one this afternoon?
Yeah, obviously a disappointing afternoon with going 1-0 up especially as well. Thought first half was not much in it. I think we could have been a lot better on the ball, and I think that shape that they play has given us a lot of difficulty in the past. Obviously last season they're very similar to Walsall as well in what they do. I think both times we played both those teams, we found it difficult to play through that shape, so that's something I think we definitely need to look at going forward. I think once we get 1 up, I think it's a day like today where you maybe not settle for a 1-0, but you look at protecting your lead, because we as a back four we just had to defend the long balls really and do the basics well, and we've not done that for the 2 goals, and I think that's ultimately cost us.
In that, there was no doubt some frustration for the group as a whole, really, in the manner of the 2 goals conceded. Yeah,
absolutely. Obviously, we pride ourselves really on how good our set play record's been. That's 2 in the last 2 weeks. So again, not something for us to wholesale change, but definitely something for us to nail down on. And then the second one's just again clearances, and then how we react after that, and then try to stop shots. Both really disappointing goals. I think you can hold your hands up if you've been played through, or a good bit of play, but we feel we've kind of gifted them the 2 goals.
And that's, as you said, that kind of frustrating, even more so given how well the team's done for a long time now at dealing with set pieces and things like that.
Absolutely, that's not like us. And nothing's changed in terms of the kind of what we do. We obviously just need to refocus on that and really nail it down, because especially when games like today, when I think the margins were really small, I think set pieces are huge. We obviously get the lead from a set piece, which is a positive, but to give one back in that manner is really disappointing.
Talk us through it a little bit in terms of obviously the difficulty breaking that sort of system out. What's it like out there when you are trying to play through that?
I think for especially for fullbacks, we know that we're going to get pressed by their 2 outside midfielders. So it's probably on me instead to commit him and almost try to dribble past him or take him one way on, and that kind of opens up the space. I think first half it was more on my side, and then second half more on Stez's side where that kind of happened. But again, we didn't create an awful lot from open play, and I think that's been a common theme last year when we played Wimbledon. Obviously I said, well, so kind of similar, we struggled to create a lot of good chances against that style. So I think moving forward that's something for us to look at and have a discussion around.
You felt a bright start to the second half, obviously getting the goal as well to kind of cap that, but just not that real opportunity to go and kick on from that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the whole theme of the day was looking bright at times and never really having a sustained period in the game or sustained territory. In part, that's the way they play. They're difficult to play against, but for sure we need to be better at almost locking them in and having a period of 5-10 minutes and try to get a goal that way.
What were feeling at group coming into this one? Obviously that disappointment last weekend as well, but how were the group sort of shaping up coming into this one?
Yeah, it was positive. It was, in terms of, it was more a reality check, a punch in the nose rather than, any kind of confidence drain. I think you've seen that. I think, again, not our best performance, but it was obviously a lot better than what it was at Wigan. I thought Monday, was a really positive kind of meeting, and we parked Wigan and never really spoke about it during the week. More just focusing on Wimbledon and the task that they brought, and to be fair, we were well prepared for what they were. It's just really disappointing that we've let a goal lead slip.
Away from today in the main, how are you feeling at the moment and your place in the side and things like that?
Yeah, tremendously well. I feel really, like I'm getting back to my level. Obviously, frustrating last season with not feeling physically like I can get to that level, but now feeling really good. Feel like I can stay consistent and just doing everything that I can to put myself in the best place to play when called upon.
How important is it for that overall that you're feeling good, that you're physically, you're fit and close to that magic 100% mark that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the biggest thing. Trying to get even a rhythm from game to game, and one performance kind of leading into the other. I think especially for me, I'm quite a rhythm player, so I've enjoyed having a good few weeks in the team and really finding that rhythm. So I'm just looking to kind of continue that, stay consistent day to day, and just do the right things.
Your 100th Rovers appearance this afternoon, what does that mean to you, that milestone?
Yeah, super proud of that. you know, to play even I remember when first loan I was thinking if I can get to 100 professional games, you know, that was my first target. So to get 100 games for one club, especially, you know, all the good times we've had in those 3 years, you know, yeah, super proud moment for me and you know, everyone who's helped me get to this point.
You talked about a million times that big decision for you to kind of walk away from Rangers and go in search of that first team football, but I suppose milestones like this kind of back up the decision that you made. Yeah, absolutely. I think even from day one, the first season when things weren't so great at the club, I think I never really regretted my decision. I love being here, and I love, you know, the boys and the staff, and you know, being at this football club, I really enjoy it. So to get 100 games, you know, is a big milestone for me, and obviously hope to get many more. And you'll no doubt back this group to get back on track nice and quickly.
Absolutely. Obviously we've got, you know, a great game on Wednesday to now look forward to. And then the real focus on Luton, which now becomes a big game for us, because this hasn't happened, you know, many times for us where we've followed up a defeat with another defeat. You know, I really can't remember the last time that happened. So for us, I'm sure there'll be a real big focus in the next coming weeks of putting it right.
Now, this is not a group that is used to losing, certainly over these last 18 months in particular. Yeah,
I think you can feel, you know, the frustration around the group, especially. I think not that you can accept the Wigan defeat, but you take that as a one-off. But to get that kind of defeat today, I think probably stings a wee bit more, because we went far off, but we didn't obviously do the basics, and in the key moments, I think we were a wee bit short.